2011 division and features Team West against Team East. Introducing your starting goaltenders for this afternoon's game. First for the designated visiting team, dressed in the white jerseys, Team West. In goal is number 1, Elise Kelly. And in goal for the designated home team, dressed in the blue jerseys, Team East, is number 1, Clara Milinkovic.
Can you turn up the headphone? Yeah. I just need the headphone turned up. The headphone. So I can't hear myself. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Ah. And back in St. Cloud, we have one more game to go here on Championship Sunday at the Minnesota Select Hockey Festival, and it is another West-East matchup.
All right, hockey fans, everybody ready?
And here we go. From the face-off, played ahead and into the zone. And that is Ellen Rekstad. A little issue here with my rosters that I'm trying to get figured out before we go too much farther. Because I would like to get these players' names right. I feel like they deserve it. And it's... would have done it had it been correct. No. There we go. Now we're set. And for the East, it's picked up on the near side and played down the wing for Stella Rowan, number 15. Back in the zone, Leighton O'Hanlon, 17. Throws it ahead, and now chasing after it is Kaylin Engelkes, number 10, but headed off there by Brennan Noland, wearing 14. Now a pass to the right is too far for Rowan. It goes the length of the ice. It'll be icing. On the East, again, 2 25-minute halves, so we've got 25 minutes of play, then a full intermission, and a second half, of course, of the same length. We've had one overtime game today. It lasted about half a minute. Centering pass. Through to the near side. And now played deep into the West zone. After it is Solonic, number 7. Now played on into the zone by Bella Osberg, number 9, winds up behind the net. And Nolan in control, feeds over to the far side. And now a pass up the middle, and here's Solonik starting back. Pass to the left, too far for Newman. Was heading off on a line change anyway. And now puck held in by Maddie Mills. And we have a whistle. We're going to get a tripping penalty coming up, our first penalty of the game. Going to go against the West. And the penalties against Bella Osberg. Tripping. .157 the time of that penalty, and now it's a power play for Team East, which is coached by Vince Stevens. Team West coached by Aaron Levine, and now back into the West zone is a giveaway in front, and a shot right on, rebound, and a goal! I think that's Pettengill. Let me, that's 16 instead of 10, I apologize. It's Reese Vicks for the East. Scoring the goal, and it comes at 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It is a power play goal. Goaltenders for the East. Or the goaltender. Of course, you only get one at a time. And it's Clara Milinkovic from Minneapolis.
A power play goal scored by number 16, Reese Vicks. With an assist going to number 10, Kelly Pettengill.
And Pettengill got the assist. Pettengill was whacking away at it in front of the net, and the last touch came to Vicks. So that's the goal. And Milinkovic from Minneapolis for the East in goal, and Elise Kelly of Andover is in the goal for the West. Another penalty coming up here. Now over the line, Kate Hendricks. We got a whistle. This one will go against the East, and it is a slash. So that'll even out the penalties. And it'll be Pettengill getting the penalty at 2 minutes and 58 seconds, and that will give Team West a power play. They trail 1-0 here in the early going as Kate Hendricks on the face-off for them. Puck comes over to the far side, picked up by Lamantia, and they can't get out. Off to the far side. And Winnie Ewald, number 5, getting it back now, comes around behind the net. Puck to the near side. And it's chipped up the boards. It's going to be held there, and here's Rekstad losing possession. And it's picked up now by the East's Stella Roan, who will play it over the line and got her own rebound off a defender. Comes to the right edge. Roan still has it, and now finally ridden off behind the net. 1:25 to go in the power play, and it's knocked back into the West zone. And over the line, Avery Loma to the slot, and that winds up blocked. A follow-up shot, stick save Milinkovic, and it winds up behind the net. Cleared up the wall and finally cleared out the center, and that will force Lydia Joseph back. Now a pass to the left, and here's Engelkus closing in, and the defense gets back to her. Maddie Mills closes for the East, and it's loose along the wall. Now played ahead and swatted forward by Gettle. Hattie Gettle, and now played ahead by Hannah Anderson for the West over the line. And that's broken up and played back out to neutral. 37 seconds in the power play. West in control with Joseph. And Lydia Joseph comes over the line and then had it knocked away from her by Noland. And it comes to the right point, now fed down. And a shot runs up to the equipment of a defender and comes to the right point to Kiana Wilson. Here's a shot and a stick save by Milinkovic. Rebound is knocked down in front of the net, cleared by Mills, but only as far as Joseph. A shot, they score! And Joseph took the shot, and it looks like it went clean through. So Joseph scores the goal, and it comes at 4 minutes and 46 seconds. That'll also be a power play goal, so both teams connect. Now played in by the West, and East goes back behind the goal. Gracie Gill trying to get up the wing, and now it's given away in front. Here's a shot, stick save, rebound, follow-up chance. First shot by Skoglund, second by Bergstrom, and both saves made by Clara Milinkovic. So we'll get a face-off. Just under 20 minutes now to go in the first half of play. There's a shot, and that goes through a screen from Allison Tofty, and that goes wide. Tofty, an Osseo Maple Grove player.
Lydia Joseph with an assist going to number 16, Leighton O'Hanlon.
It's Joseph from O'Hanlon at 4:46. It is a power play goal. Osseo Maple Grove with a lot of folks on this team. They've got 4 players, Wayzata, Orono, Anoka Rogers all represented. And now here comes the West back over the line. And a drop pass is picked off by Vicks, who has their goal. Now it's cleared to the near side. East with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Woodbury players on it, including Vicks. And now over the line, here comes Newman on the backhand. Throws it across, intercepted in front. Now the West will carry the puck. Now get out to center ice. Loose in the circle, and finally it's stolen away nicely by Newman, who's got a breakaway. Going in on goal, Newman deeks and scores! That is the goal of the day right there. Ingrid Newman, unassisted goal, and stole the puck, went in alone, deked the goaltender down, and slid a backhand home to make it 2-1. 6:04 the time, and we have a 2-1 game. Unassisted goal for Newman. Ingrid Newman from Woodbury with a fine play.
Scoring for Keep East. Goal is scored by number 2, Ingrid Newman. Unassisted timely.
Now the East trying to break out again, but they give it up down low. Hendricks, and lost it behind the net to Maddie Mills. Played over to the near side, now down by Loma. Come around behind the goal, and Maddie Mills, the aforementioned, in control, playing it ahead. Now East will break out, and they come over the line. Winds up behind the net. Now a drop to Mills at the right point. One-time shot goes wide of the goal, and Gettle over skates, has to come back to the corner for it. Now winds up in the near corner. 18-12 to go. 2 shots for the East. They've both gone in. Now shot all the way back. And line changes taking place. Here's a pass to the near side for Solonic, and now a pass to the right, and that's intercepted by Bella Osberg, but it's offside. We'll get a face-off at neutral ice. Good anticipation there. Bella Osberg of Osseo Maple Grove. Buffalo Annandale Maple Lake also with 2 players on this West roster. Ellen Rekstad is with Orono. Now it's and a penalty coming here on the West. That's going to be a trip. And East will go back on the power play. And the penalty is against Kaylin Engelkes, and that'll be at 7:17. We'll go back for a face-off in the West zone. East already with 2 goals. Looking for more fun on the power play as they get possession behind the net. Vicks. Now a centering pass comes up the slot. And now it's intercepted.
2 minutes for tripping.
And now over the line. Here's Skoglund breaking through. Skoglund going in, and a poke check by the goaltender. Penalty coming that will even up the on ice situation. We have a hook coming, and 4 penalties in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. That'll be Noland going for the East. .746 the time of the penalty, so there's 29 seconds difference. And here's 4-on-4 for that time, and a shot from the left point by Joseph is saved by Milinkovic. Off to the right side now.
Minor penalty has been assessed.
And now they come off the wall. Here's a chance for Skoglund, and
2 minutes for hooking.
we'll get a face-off.
7:46 of period number 1.
Milinkovic really didn't have a firm grasp on where the puck was. Thankfully for her, it was right between the pads, and that's where the goaltender wants it. We'll get a face-off to her right with 16:56 to go now. 1:13 of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by a quick power play. And now it's played back into the right corner and behind the net by Mills. All the way back, and Tofty. Backhand pass to the right. Bergstrom tries to tip it out of the zone. Brinley Bergstrom. Now it's played all the way down the ice. Icing will be called with 51 seconds left in 4-on-4 hockey. And then the West will get a power play of 29 seconds. And they start up in the near wing, and here's Osberg passing over to the right for Bergstrom, and is played back into the zone. And the East will play it around on the near side. Too far for Salonik, and now it's picked up. It's Sachs, 3 with the puck. Now banked off the boards to Reese Vicks. Out to center. Pettengill over the line. Pettengill goes wide, now cuts in and shoots and scores! Pettengill! Well, that's almost as good as Newman's, as Callie Pettengill, and that's a short 4-on-4 goal, rather. Pettengill makes it 3-1. Time of the goal is 8:56. And now played back, controlled by O'Hanlon for the West. And now they'll break it over the line. They have 11 seconds of 4-on-4. Now the puck goes over the glass and out of play. So Pettengill with a goal. And now out to center ice, Bentley Stoffel for the East.
Team West
Is it
returns
in?
to full strength.
And we get an
Here's your
offside.
scoring for Team East. Goal was scored by number 10, Callie Pettengill. With an assist going to number 16, Reese Vicks. Time of the goal, 8:56
So,
of period number 1.
Pettengill from Vicks. And each of those players has set up the other for a goal. In this first half, poke check and brought in by Hendricks. Goes right to the net, and that is saved by Milinkovic. It comes off to the near side. Good chance there. Now behind the net, Isabella Kuden, number 6. Playing it ahead. Not out of the zone, though. And now it comes to the blue line, and it's brought back in offside by Avery Loma of Hopkins in St. Louis Park. And the quick power play is over. Played back into the east zone, and a pass up the middle is blocked by Osberg off to the right. Here's a shot and a glove catch by Milinkovic against Hannah Anderson. We'll get a face-off. Just over 15 minutes to go in the first half. 5th game out of 5 here on our championship Sunday. Our last game, the West defeated the East by 4-2 in the 2012s. And these are the 2011s playing. Over the line they come, pass to the near side. And Salonik tries to play it in front, and it winds up finally coming in front, but off the defense and off to the boards. Hannah Anderson is after it, and pursued there by Avon Lickholm, number 4. Now Newman behind the net, centers it, and that's blocked, played back by Lickholm to the area behind the net. Players from both teams in, and again the East gaining possession. Diagonal pass towards the left point. A shot is blocked in front, and now out comes the West, and a penalty coming here as they broke in with O'Hanlon, I believe it was, and then she was hooked at, and that'll be a penalty on Kaylee Sachs, number 3. And the time of the penalty is 10:51. Now a shot from the face-off by Joseph went off the heel of the stick and wide. Now played down by Bergstrom. Now it's picked up. West, minute 45 on their power play. Chandler Sturgis, number 3, gets to the goal line and then takes it behind the net. Comes out the far side, picked up by Noland. Now into the slot. Still on the backhand, finally drops it to Joseph. Back down for Sturgis. A centering pass goes wide of the net, and Mills plays it to herself off the boards and then clears it the length of the ice. Minute 12 on the power play, and it comes around behind the net to the near side. Long pass picked up, and it's in the skates of Bergstrom, who then turns and plays to center ice. Now controlled by Mills over the line. Roney now plays it, backhanded centering pass, and doesn't get through. Noland after it, goes around behind the net. East with 3 shots on goal, and they've all gone in. Now flip to center ice. Still 40 seconds of power play time remaining for Team West, and they come over the line. And that was Skoglund trying to play it ahead, winds up in a crowd, and referee has to jump out of the way. Now they try to play it in front. Poke check there by Milinkovic, and it's finally played ahead by Mills. And now down the wing, here comes Pettengill, but is unable to play it in. Now a shot goes wide of the goal. They just play it in deep. After it, there was Ewald, lost it there. Pettengill tried to put it in front. Here's Vicks trying to turn with it. 9 seconds to go. Vicks in the power play, that is. And now Pettengill behind the goal. Comes out the far side, feeds the wall, and it's picked off. Wilson plays it ahead, stolen by Vicks, and then played back to the center line. Hendricks to the left, and now over the line they come, and a shot, and it's knocked down out of the air off Rekstad. Saved there by Milinkovic, and now it's played to the blue line, and the East is able to break out. Pettengill playing it ahead, looking for Vicks, too far, and Vicks will have to chase it down, but Vicks is held up there by Hannah Anderson, who gets the puck, and now played into the left corner. Now loose to the right edge and right corner. Finally played behind the net, and the East again buzzing. And here's a drive that goes off the defense, off the stick of Bentley Stoffel, number 17. Now the West will pick it up and carry. They get to center ice, and here they come 2 against 2. Pass to the near side for Rekstad. And then Rekstad centers it. It's loose in front, and Anderson had the stick tipped by Pettengill before she could shoot. Now played to center ice, and here comes the East again. Just over 11 minutes to go. Vicks plays it in and heads for the bench. Now the West will start back, looking for a couple of goals here, and a steal, near steal there by Lycholm, and now it winds up at center and played on into the zone. The East will backtrack forward, and here's Sachs behind the net, pursued by Osberg. Puck comes to the near boards, and finally they will carry out to center ice. And Lycombe will play it over the line, now gives it to Newman, closing, and then Newman winds up forced behind the net. Lycombe has it there, looking for help, swings around, takes a shot, and a save made by Elise Kelly. Goal for the West. Now played back behind the goal. And players from both teams pursuing it, and now Newman on the far side. And I guess they didn't give a shot there in that last foray in by the East. So it's still 3 shots for them, and it comes out to center. Carden Geislinger, number 6. Played it across, and now here's Sachs. Back over to the far side for Kuden. And at center, one-touch pass there, and Lycombe can't control it. Now played on in. Here's Engelkus going after it. gets all tangled up. Penalty coming on Sachs. It'll be another power play for the West. Sachs, who just got out of the penalty box, is going to go again for a trip. Time of this penalty is 11 minutes and 17 seconds. Another power play for the East. It'll be their fourth. Comes towards the left point, Joseph, and it comes in front. It's deflected, and a good stop there by Milinkovic. Alert save by the goaltender. West on the power play, as I might have mentioned. I should have. If I didn't, I would have been wrong. Fourth time in this first half of play. They've got 12 shots, but 1 goal. Now here comes the East, and here's Mills. Over the line, Mills cuts to the slot, to the backhand, goes right in on goal. Mills shoots, and there we get a stop as Kelly managed to keep the Wolves at bay here. We'll get a face-off with 9:19 left. Well, I guess they didn't put up a shot there either. All right, still a minute and a half of power play time. For the West, they play it on into the zone, and here's Kuden going back behind the net for the East. Played over to the far side, and now here is Gettle. Playing it ahead. Lamantia over the line. And then Lamantia plays it around behind the net, and Gettle will get there first. Out the near side, looks to center it. It's loose in front. A shot. And it is under the goaltender. And those are the first 2 saves for Kelly, who deserves them. 1:08 left on the power play. A couple of shorthanded swipes for the East. West in control, Tofty. Now played on out to center ice. And here comes Hendricks. Hendricks battling there with Stoffel. The puck was behind the net, and a centering pass picked off by Newman. And it comes out to center ice. Ewald dropping it rink wide for Tofty. Here's a steal, and now going in again is Ingrid Newman. Gets past one. Backhanded shot, saved by Kelly. And that's the second time that Newman has done that. Now played around behind the net. And now with 27 seconds in the penalty, the East is putting on the pressure. Stella Roney now is lined up behind the goal, and here's Hendricks. Up to the far side, now a little saucer pass to the near side for Rekstad. And over the line, Rekstad puts on a move, goes wide, and then lost the puck as Stoffel was watching her there. 7 seconds in the power play, 7:49 in the first half. And the puck still contested in the near corner. Penalty is over. Now a pass comes through to the right point for Avery Loma. Down low, it's picked up and played on out to center. And then shot in by Roney for the East, and it winds up back behind the net. Ewald over to the near side. 7.5 left in the first half. And now played out to center where it's controlled by Mills. Mills on the turn, now heads over the line. Mills closing, shooting, and a pad save by Kelly. Off to the near side. Mills plays it around behind the net and looking for someone open in front. Finally picked up by Solonic, and it winds up behind the goal for Lola Martel, number 9, and it's loose at the right edge. And finally steered back behind the goal. Just under 7 minutes to play now in the first half. Bank pass towards the left point, held in there, and now directed towards the net. Initial shot from Kuden, and now it's played to the blue line, and finally controlled once again by Vicks, who will head over the blue line to the far side and knock the puck into the zone. They don't hold it there for long, though, as Engelkus comes out for the West and tries to play it ahead and has a coming together with Solonic, and now it comes back into the zone, the East zone. West pressing, and a drop pass picked off by Solonic, and now they come back. Solonic will step through the middle. They're changing, so she's 1 against 4 and keeps possession along the far board. Some nice work there. Centering pass for Lycombe closing in, and Lycombe scores, and it's 4-1. Just individual effort, knocked in her own rebound, and at the 18:53 mark, it is a 4-1 lead. Wait for the announcement. Now back in they come. Solonic closing in, takes the shot, and a save made by Kelly.
Goal scored by number 4, Avon Whitcomb. With an assist going to number 7, Elizabeth Solonic. Time of the goal, 18.
And Solonic gets the only assist. And it's a 4-1 lead for the East. Now a centering pass. Picked up in front, and the West will carry out to center ice. And over the line they come. A shot and a blocker save by Milinkovic. It comes off to the near side off the stick of Bergstrom. And now up the middle, they break right in. And here's Solonic in the corner. Now going around behind the net, looking for help. Newman goes behind to help. And now Newman has it. Comes around to the near side. Centering pass right there in the slot. And Gettle can't reach it. Now here comes the West back. Through center and over the line. Bergstrom around behind the goal and is taken off the puck by Newman. Now out to center. And the West working it around again. They will carry over the line, and it's picked up there by Stoffel for the East. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half now, and it's played over the line and right back out. And here's Hendricks down the far wing for the West. Hendricks centers it, and it's picked off. Pass to the near side, and the East will start back. A pass now for Stella Roney into the zone, and she chases after it against Tofty. Comes around to the far side, and now an outlet pass is deflected, but down the wing. And here comes Hendricks over the line. Rekstad breaking, and the pass is unable to connect as Rekstad tried to steer a centering pass in. Now it's loose at center ice and picked up by Tofty into the center circle. Players from both teams in there. Now it winds up back in the zone for Mills. Pass up the middle, picked off in the center circle and played back by Ewald. And it winds up going all the way back behind the net. Mills has it there. Mills goes up the wing, but the pass is too far and played back by Loma into the corner. Now picked up, Loma again. Tries to hold the zone, and Nolan is able to carry it out. Goes down, penalty is coming. Both officials have called it, and now the puck touched with 3:43 to go, and the penalty now will be called. Trip is the infraction, and this will go against the West and Hannah Anderson. At 21 minutes and 17 seconds, power play coming for the East. They've had 3 of those. Now the puck comes in front, and players are tied up. Now Vicks drops to the left point. A shot, and right on. Kelly saves.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 21-17 of period number 1.
3:24 to go in the first half. Minute 41 in the power play, and the puck in front. Here's a shot, and Kelly scoops it up, and Kelly's had a lot more to do in the last 5 or 6 minutes as East is now up to 12 shots. Now in the right corner, Loma plays it around. It goes behind the net, and 4-car pile up there as finally the puck comes to the near side, and now controlled at center as Loma plays it into the zone and races now with Mills for it. Mills gets there first, plays it around behind the net to the far side for Vicks. Now Gill at center, and they were changing, so wind up back behind the net with 2:45 to go in the period and halfway through the power play. 4-1 for Team East. Now behind the net, it's played over to the far side, held there by Kuden, and takes a shot, pad save Kelly. Off to the far side, and here's Newman with it. Dropping it back to the left point, Kuden again, and that one doesn't go on goal. It comes to the near side. 40 seconds left in the power play. And now it's thrown in front, and a backhanded chance for Solonik, and she put it wide. Now out to center, and the West will carry it. Shorthanded for a half a minute, but they come in with two attackers, and there to break it up, Stoffel. And now a pass to the near side is picked up, and finally picked up by Osberg, and back in over the line. Looking to center it, couldn't get it through. Comes to the circle. And now a drop pass high in the slot, and it's Kiana Wilson over to Joseph. And Wilson, 4 seconds to go in the power play, and a minute 45 to go in the period. Comes over to the near side, and Solonik, as the penalty comes to an end. 90 seconds plus to go in the first half of play, and now it's played up the middle and out to center, back in by Wilson. And chasing after it there is Kuden behind the goal. Vicks, Newman, Pettengill, and Lycombe with the goals for the East. And as the puck stolen, a centering pass is broken up in the circle. And finally, it's picked up by the East, and they will play the puck ahead right on goal, so there is no icing as it's picked up by Carden Geislinger, number 6, playing it ahead. And now on the turn, Bergstrom to the center circle and over the line as we hit the last minute of play. Sturgis plays it in deep, and now play along the near boards. Swung around to the far side, and here's Sturgis behind the net. Looks to center and then falls, and it's picked up. A pass up the middle is knocked ahead by Roni Skate, and it comes back deep into the West zone. Icing is called with 36 seconds remaining in our first half. And we'll come all the way back. Now behind the net, cleared around by Lamantia. A pass to center is knocked forward by Roney, who chases after. 24 seconds to go in the period, and now here's Tofty behind the net for the West. Over to the far side, and a middle breakout. Now a pass to the near wing, and over the line they come, and that's Rekstad closing. It comes right onto the goaltender, and Milinkovic is out to poke it away, and a shot winds up going off the goalpost. And now a save by Milinkovic on a shot from the point. And now another save in front by Milinkovic. A good chance in front for Kate Hendricks, and Milinkovic on her game. 13 saves on 14 first half shots. 2 seconds to go in the period. They drop the puck and the first half is over, and our score is the East 4 and the West 1. They had 13 shots, did the East. The West had 14, but only 1 goal as Clara Milinkovic with a good half of play. The goaltenders will change, and we'll have a full intermission. We'll come back with our last half of play in this event. This is the 37th annual Minnesota Select Hockey Festival here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Some matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brew pub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brew pub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brew pub, lots of matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
Generally speaking, water is a better fluid to use to rehydrate with. A big part of the importance of hydration is hydrating before the race rather than during the race. So, you know, the hydration before a long distance race in particular really starts the day before the race, probably almost 24 to 36 hours before the race, to be completely hydrated.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots Matza Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build contenders, acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport, and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brewpub Lots Matza Pizza supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots Matza Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build contenders, acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport, and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brewpub Lots Matza Pizza supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
Fans, please welcome back to the ice, Team East and Team West.
All right, ready for the start of the second half. Remember that 7-1 lead the Twins had? Well, it's gone. 7-7 as they put a bat in the bottom of the ninth. All right, ready to go with the start of our second half of play. Goaltenders will change. Liv Crampy in goal for the East from Matamidi. And Natalie Grams of Anoka Rogers takes over for the West in goal. East with a 4-1 lead as we get ready to play the last 25 minutes of this day. And warm up for the new goaltenders. Buzzer goes.
Goal for Team East is number 30, Liv Crampy. And the goal for Team West is number 30, Natalie Grams.
Teams gather in front of their benches, and we're going to be ready to go momentarily. West at 14 shots in the first, East with 13, but 4 goals. And Clara Milinkovic with 13 saves on 14 shots.
All right, hockey fans.
Had a
Everybody ready? Let's play hockey.
very good first half. Played back into the zone for Mills from the face-off to start the second half. Jeff Pappas with you. Been here all day and had a wonderful time watching some pretty good youth hockey. His 37th annual Minnesota Select Hockey Festival comes to a close. Now played to the right point and finally poked out to center. And after it there is Loma for the West. Played into the zone, and finally it's dug out by Gettle, who comes down the far side. Over the line now to Lamantia, and a shot, and that winds up going wide of the goal. Now a centering pass, loose, and a point-blank shot by the East's Stella Roney, and that is saved by Natalie Grams. Now the puck played rink wide and out to center, and it's controlled by Stoffel. Mills banks it off the boards and out to center. Roney drops it back into the zone, and now they fight for it along the wall. And Roney banks it ahead, and it's going to be picked up back in the West zone by Geislinger. And over to the far side. Picked up now by Newman. Starts down the near side and then falls, trying to get into the zone. And it winds up going back into the left corner. Wilson behind the net feeds the far boards, and now the West breaks out at center ice. Engelkus over the line and tied up there by Sachs. The puck winds up behind the net. Actually, it runs onto the goaltender. We're going to face off now to the left of the East goal. It winds up running back behind the net. Sachs after it there. Passed up the middle, and now they come to center, and here's Lycombe feeding it over to the left. And they break in over the line. A centering pass. Lycombe had a swipe at it, loose in front, and it's underneath the goaltender. Graham's making the stop. Now out to center from the face-off. East in control. Sachs banks it ahead. And Solonic feeds it over to the left, but that's stolen in the center circle. And Ewald plays it ahead. Now it goes deep into the East zone. And out they come down the near wing, and here's Noland over the line. Noland closing in, shooting, and scoring! Noland right between the wickets, and it's now 5-1. As Brennan Noland picks up the goal. The time of the goal, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Noling of Centennial. Brennan Noling scoring the goal, and
Here's your scoring for Team East.
it's a 4-goal lead.
Scored by number 14, Brennan Nolan.
Now out to center, turned around and played right back in by Pettengill.
23 of period number 2.
And here is Loma. Now stolen away. And here's Vicks. Going to bring it in front and then drops it to the point. It comes out to center, and Mills sweeps it over to Kuden, who then shoots it on into the zone. And the rebound will carry him all the way around to the far side. Kuden at the left point, and now it runs to the blue line, and it's played back down, delayed offside coming, but they clear the zone. And here comes Hendricks over the line for the West. Hendricks gets to the backhand and then has it poked away by Mills. And it comes to center ice, now controlled by Hendricks. 21 minutes to go, and Rekstad plays it in, and now it winds up off to the far side and out to center ice, where Osberg drops it over to Geislinger. Now back into the zone for Joseph. Played ahead and back in the right corner of the East zone. Mills goes after it, and it winds up along the wall. Finally cleared around to the far side. And Kuden goes after it, now loose in front. Osberg trying to force it to the front of the net. Crampy out to poke it away. And now to the right point, a shot goes over the top from Geislinger. Now runs to the high slot, banked off the wall and out to center, and here's Stoffel. Over the line, check that, it's Gettle over the line, shoots, and scores! Adelaide Gettle coming in and making it 6-1. And the time of that goal is 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Now they carry over the line and a shot. Crappy knock off to the boards on the near side. Anderson goes after it, falls heavily in against the boards. And now we'll get the announcement on the goal. Gettle to Lamantia, and it is 6-1, and we get an offside. And unlike most YHH events, a 5-goal lead in the third period is not triggering running time. And here comes Lycombe over the line. Runs loose in front, and now up the slot. Shot blocked off the stick of Noling, and now it winds up, loose, and a goal from the near circle for Lycombe, and it's 7-1. At 4:46, so they score twice in a span of 38 seconds. And have scored 3 goals already here in the second half, and it is now a 7-1 game.
Timeout, Team West.
And West takes a timeout, trailing by 7-1 here in the second half. Let's take a quick break here. Is that what you're saying, Tom? So the West just trying to get things quieted down. Tricia Loma getting the getting things under control, having allowed 3 goals now in a span of 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And the last 2 coming 38 seconds apart. One of those days as East has 7 goals on 19 shots. All right, timeout is over, and face-off coming.
Scoring for Team East, goal scored by number 4, Eamon Lycombe. With an assist going to number 7, Elizabeth Solonic, and number 17, Bentley Stoffel.
Solonic and Stoffel getting assists.
Period number 2. And fans, according to festival rules, until the deficit is less than 6 goals, we will be playing on.
So now we have running time with a 6-goal lead in the third period, as the public address announcer notes, and we'll get a face-off in the right corner. Now back in the left corner, and Mills plays it around behind the net. 7-1 the score. Now picked up by Sachs and played rink wide into the west zone. Geislinger goes back for it and winds up behind the net. Now loose in the left corner, and the West trying to play it to the line, but finding even that difficult at this point. Now here's Hendricks around the far side. And a 3-player collision there. And a tripping penalty is being called. And that will be the first penalty of our second half. And a power play coming for the West. And the penalty is against Solonic for tripping.
A minor penalty has been assessed against Team East number 7, Elizabeth Solonic. 2 minutes for tripping. After the penalty, 6:18 of period number 2.
6:18, time of the penalty. And now loose at center and played into the zone. Sweep check there, knocks it to Pettingill. And bouncing puck held there by Hannah Anderson at the right boards. Now over to Osberg and a shot, and that changes direction. Here's a sharp angled shot by Osberg, and again the save made by Crampy. Puck loose in front, picked up by Vicks. Now over the line, and a shot taken there by Anglicus. Now a centering pass, and Crampy is there to block it. Face-off coming up to the right of Crampy's goal. And here's a shot, save made from the face-off, taken there by Ewalt. And now it's around to the far side. 37 seconds to kill on the penalty, and now it's played ahead by Newman. And now it comes all the way back into the West zone. Less than half a minute to go in the power play. In running time in the third period, 7-1. Now played over to the near side, and here's Bergstrom over the line. Centering pass and thrown behind by Sturgis. Now on the far side, Bergstrom tries to center it. It's loose in front, and a shot goes wide of Crampy's goal. Now the penalty is over, and a shot goes wide of the goal from Leighton O'Hanlon. Now East will pick it up and carry center ice, and it's Lycombe over the line. No, check that, it's Newman. Now goes behind the net. Less than 16 to play now. And it's dug out by the West on the far side. Played over to the far, and now picked up and played a little too far for Hendricks, and that's going to come all the way back into the zone to the right. No icing indicated. And behind the goal, here's Mills. The far side, and that's stolen away. Rekstad centers it, and it winds up going off to the far boards, and the East will pick it up again. West is working hard. They're just not able to get pucks into the positions that don't do them any good. They've got 5 shots here in the second half. Icing is called. So we'll go back for a face-off. Behind the goal, Sachs feeds over to the far side for Gettle and out to center. Gets past Lamantia and comes back into the zone deep. And that is going to be an icing call. So we'll take it back down for another face-off. 14.5 minutes to play. Now here's a spin and shoot. Save made by Crampy against the boards, against the post, I should say, against Rekstad. That comes out to center ice. And it's controlled now by Joseph. Playing around behind the net as, again, the West continues to work hard. Wilson plays it down low. Now it's loose in front. And a backhanded shot. Save made off of Kiana Wilson by Liv Crampy. Centering pass. Blocked by Sachs, and now it comes on out to center ice. And the West able to pick it back up. Lydia Joseph starts in. And now Roney has it. And it's picked up now on the right side. Sturgis. Play it ahead now, loose in front, and it winds up knocked off to the near side boards. Noling pass to center ice for Lycombe. Trying to split two defenders, and Tofty is there. And the West will play it back to neutral ice. Turn ahead by Noling back into the West zone. Now a rink-wide pass to the right, and again Newman with that big reach. Able to disrupt a pass. Picked up now by Solonic, and the East will again pick up the puck and bring it over the line. Elizabeth Solonic cuts to the slot, leaves a drop pass. And a centering pass by Newman winds up going on goal, and it's underneath. Natalie Grams, and we're going to face off. Face off coming up. And now Newman takes it behind the net. Cleared on out to center ice, and the West is to break ahead, and now Mills trying to track that down in the left corner. Spun around and dropped. Penalty coming, and that will put the East on the power play. And it's going to be Hannah Anderson. Getting the gate, the clock continues to move. 13:23 will be the time of the penalty. And now here it's picked up by Mills. Shot. Score! And Mills took it, may have been tipped in front of the goal. And it's 8-1, a power play goal. Didn't last long, that power play. We'll see who got the last touch on it. Mills took the initial shot from the point. But it definitely changed direction. We'll get the announcement. Eventually. Here we go.
A power play goal scored by number 7, Elizabeth Solonic.
Solonic got the last touch.
Number 5, Maddie Mills, and number 14, Brenna Nolan.
Mills and Noling get assists, and Mills took the shot. It was tipped by Solonic, and it's 8-1. Now over the line, here's Sturgis going towards the boards on the far side, and now playing it back. Over the line, it's Gill. Played around on the far side, and finally the West will carry it out. Wilson down the wing and played it right past the defender, and claimed by the East behind the goal. Less than 10 minutes to play. Chipped off the glass and all the way down the ice. And going back for it for the West is Hendricks. Icing is called, and with 9:45 to go, we will go back into the East zone to the right of Liv Crampy for the face-off. 21-20 now on the shot board, but 8 goals on 21 shots for the East team, and boy, they have been laser focused around the net. And here's Mills behind the net, playing it over to the far side for Gettle. Now chipped off the boards and out to center, and here's Geislinger on the turn. Plays it into the zone. Fanning on it there was Roney, and now comes off to the near side, and Mills plays it around the net, and Wilson back behind. Puck picked up finally by Noling and played ahead, and here comes the East again. A little bit too far this time as it ran off the stick of Roney, and now behind the net. Played down with the glove on the far side by Stoffel. Now centers it, and that's loose. Here's a shot, and That's another goal. And that is Stellaroni making it 9-1. And the time of that goal, 16 minutes and 20 seconds. And the East continues to press.
Number 15, Stella Ronnie, with an assist going to number 11, Audrey Lamantia. Time of the goal, 16-18.
And Lamantia gets the assist, and it is 9-1 with 7:55 to go. And finally played ahead and into the zone. And here's Newman laying it across, and unable to get a stick on it is Lycombe. Now loose and off to the boards on the far side. Sachs trying to poke at it and does, and holds the zone. Here's Newman. Going back into the right corner. Newman with a bump there against Geislinger. And the puck comes to the near side as we're down to 7.5 minutes to go. And finally played by Mills, and now chopped ahead and into the zone they come. And that is Kaylee Sachs going back for it along with Hannah Anderson. And West trying to get something to the net. Now here's a chance in front, and a shot by Mills goes wide as we hit the 7-minute mark. Now a centering pass for Gill, and now it's picked up. They try to center it from the corner, and it's deflected off to the near side boards. Now a shot and a save made off Bentley Stoffel by Grams in a face-off. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Face-off to the left of the goal. And it's played on out to center ice. Shot in by Loma and goes after it. Loma then had a shot blocked by Noling. A centering pass winds up off to the far side boards, and now here comes the East. And this is Pettengill over the line, left a drop pass, and Vicks goes after it, can't reach it, and the West will pick it up and start back. Under 6 minutes to go. Still in the East zone to the far side as Noling goes after it in the corner. Now the East will force the puck out to center ice. Played into the center ice area. Played on in, and West trying to find the front of the net. Wilson chasing after to the near side. And now it winds up behind the net where it's picked up by Stoffel. Played on into the zone. And now runs to the slot area, finally picked up by Gettle. Now a centering pass, and that's sticked away by Grams to the near side. Under 5 minutes to go now, and the puck comes out to center ice. And Hendricks takes it over the east line, cuts in towards the far side, and then is battling Gettle all the way to the boards for the puck, and it's picked up now by the East, and out they come. It is tipped ahead, and now chasing after it, and going in for a shot was Mills, and Grams made that save. Now controlled on the near side, and the West will pick it up and carry out to center ice. Rexstad at center, over the line. Rexstad trying to close in, does, shoots, and a save by Crampy. Good hustle there by Rexstad. You're down 8 goals, and you're trying that hard to make something happen. And here's Solonic over the line. Solonic goes wide against Geislinger, and the puck winds up in the corner. And Solonic after it. Now Newman comes in to help out with 4 minutes to go. And Newman plays towards the left point. And now a shot right on, and a save made by Grams from Kuden at the left point. Under 4 minutes to go. And now finally it comes out to center. And here's Newman. Over the line, cuts to the slot, and then put it over the top as Grams came out to challenge. And with 3.5 minutes to go now, the puck in the corner to the far side. And finally played to Solonic at the point, and goes down the wall. Now relayed out to center ice, and over for it is Keely Sachs. Now back behind the goal, Solonic with under 3 minutes to go, drops it over to Noling. And it's stolen in the slot area, and again, East making something happen. Comes to the left of the goal, and Vicks couldn't get a shot away though. Now it's played across, and here is Pettengill. And that's intercepted, and it comes on out to center ice. The West will play down the near wing, and they break in over the line. Here's Engelkus closing in, shooting, and a goal! Kalen Engelkus. So the West does get a goal here. And they've certainly worked hard for it. 22 minutes and 30 seconds, the time of that goal. And it is 9-2, 2:14 to go. Two minutes to go. And over the line, Skoglund.
Here's your scoring for
Now
Team
Vicks
West.
along the far boards. We'll get the announcement here.
Number 10, Caitlin Engelkes. With an assist going to number 7, Hannah Anderson. Time of the goal, 20,
Anderson
36,
gets the assist on the goal. We have a minute 37 to go, and Vicks had to play it in. Pettengill offside, and we'll get a face-off out of neutral ice. Clock running, 90 seconds to go. Now with a minute 6 to go, it's picked up by Matty Mills and played rink wide into the zone. Vicks chasing after it as we hit the last minute.
1 minute.
.46 seconds to go. Puck up the near wall, and now Vicks trying to steal it in front, and did, but only momentarily. Now the West will gain possession with 36 seconds to go. Time for another rush, and they start up. And over the line they come. Here's a shot and a stick save off Bergstrom by Crampy. Comes off to the near corner with 25 seconds to go, and now around to the far side. East has time for one more rush. And here is Lamantia on the backhand. Centers it loose, and Vicks had a poke at it with 12 seconds to go. Now it comes across the slot. Gettle had a swipe at it, and now it winds up in the right corner with 3 seconds to go, and the game is over. And the East, with 5 goals in the second half of this game, they win it going away by a score of 9-2. And a very impressive performance for them, certainly, as the East with 25 shots on goal for the game and 9 goals. West with 22 shots, as they had 8 in the second half, and 2 goals. Well, there you have it. The East, a big winner, and they will take the trophy by 9-1. So we'll watch the last ceremony, and we'll leave you here from St. Cloud. A fun day of hockey as this one comes to an end. My thanks to Tom Ritchie for putting up with me all day today as we leave you from St. Cloud. 9-2 the final for the East in the 2011s. This has been the 37th annual Minnesota Select Hockey Festival here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Have a great night.
Hockey fans, Minnesota Selects would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the participants and fans for your support of this, the 37th Annual Minnesota Selects Hockey Festival. Once again, we will be honoring the student athletes on both teams for their academic achievements during the year. The players who turn in a satisfactory report card will receive a pin honoring their academic achievement. And fans, any player that achieved a non-weighted GPA of 4.0 will be honored as a member of the all-academic team. Hockey fans, at this time we will have the presentation of awards to this year's runner-up in the 2011 division, Team West. Players, as I read your names, would you please come forward to accept your awards. Number 1, Elise Kelly. A member of the all-academic team, number 2, Allison Tofty. Number 3, Chandler Sturgis. Number 4, Brittany Bergstrom. Number 5, Winnie Ewald. Number 6, Carden Geislinger. She is also a skills competition winner. Number 7, Hannah Anderson. Number 8, Kiana Wilson. Number 9, Bella Osborne. Number 10, Kaylin Eggletes. Number 11, Lucy Scotland. Number 12, she's a member of the all-academic team, Kate Hendricks. Number 14, Ellen Rexted. Number 15, Avery Luoma. Number 16, Leighton O'Hanlon. Number 17, Lydia Joseph. And number 30, Natalie Grant. Hockey fans, let's put your hands together one more time for this year's runner-up in the 2011 division, Team West. And now, fans, it is time for the presentation of awards to this year's champion of the 2011 division, Team East. Players, as I read your name, could you please come forward to accept your awards? She is a skills competition winner, number 1, Clara Malinkovich. She is a skills competition winner, number 2, Ingrid Newman. She is a member of the all-academic team, number 3, Kaylee Sachs. She is a member of the All-Academic Team number 5, Maddie Mills. Number 6, Isabella Gooden. Number 7, Elizabeth Zalmanek. Number 8, Gracie Gill. Number 10, Kelly Betgill. Number 11, Audrey Lamentia. Audrey is also a member of the All-Academic Team. Number 12, Adelaide Gettle. Number 14, Brenna Nolan. She is a member of the All-Academic Team. Number 15, Stella Ronnie. Number 16, Reese Bix. Number 17, Bentley Stoffel. And she is a skills competition winner, number 30, Liv Crampy. And now at this time, would the players from Team East please come forward to accept your championship trophy. Fans, let's put your hands together for this year's 2011 champions of Team East. And fans, with that, that concludes today's award ceremony and the 37th annual Minnesota Selects Hockey Festival. Minnesota Selects and the Municipal Athletic Complex would like to thank everyone for their attendance this weekend.